Hey everyone, welcome to this month's monthly musing, November 2023, getting ready to approach the new year. And I woke up this morning thinking about how powerful the movement is to shift states, that we are in a moment where we really are like learning what it is to shift the fear, to shift from fear to trust, and from fear to love. And while we can hold both, we can put our fear in one hand and our trust in the other, and somehow just in embracing it that way, it shifts, right? So if we can notice and be with the fear without letting it take over the trust, because right now it's so easy for that to happen. We get so caught in what's happening in the world because on the ground it's so intense. And yet somehow to hold what is happening, we have to rise together and hold the complexity of what's happening in our world, but not be swallowed by it. Because there's things at play that are shifting and changing, and we are being asked to be a part of that shift. So how do we participate in that daily? And for me, my relationship to fear is what I'm noticing I am being asked to be present to, right? Both acknowledging and in understanding how that moves in my system, thoughts and the feelings that come with the fear, right? The patterns of that, because we have so many patterns of it. There's a way that fear has become such a part of our life. And this is a big piece that's changing. Like, we can imagine that the world that we wish to live in has more love, has more trust. And so we can practice that daily by coming into relationship with fear and using the dance as a way to shift states, okay? And also engaging in spiritual practice, kind of reminders. The observer, and Azul, we work with the observer a lot, the part of us that can hold ourselves with love, that can notice what's happening. Instead of just being in what's happening, we can feel the observer that comes in and notices what's happening. So we can kind of catch when we start to get caught in these patterns. And our body, even in sitting practice, even in just being connected to an embodied state of being during our day, is helpful in catching and noticing when we're caught in patterns, when we're caught in fear. So let's take a moment and be with this. The reason this is part of why this is emerging in me in this moment is because our theme for the month in the portal is the 3 emotional keys of feeling, expressing, and releasing. And I've been sitting with them and being with what's happening in the world, and have felt the place of fear in this. So as we work with these emotional keys for the month, in our movement practices, in our 10-minute movement meditations, in our weekly classes, let's hold as part of that the power of the movement to shift our states by first connecting and acknowledging the feeling internally. Like this is the step that we often bypass. Okay? We are reacting and expressing and moving in our lives without being connected to the feeling that's happening in the body, without being connected to what's moving in our internal world. And once we are more connected to what's moving and what we're actually feeling, it enables what we share and what we say and what we do in our world to come from a different place. And that's important right now. To consciously track and be mindful and caring, practicing our kindness in how we communicate, in how we speak, in the energy that we choose to contribute to everything that's already rocking in our world. So let's take a few minutes together to do a very simple practice. To first feel ourselves embracing fear, like let it be here. When we try to just push it to the side, it kind of gains power because it goes into the unconscious, and then it's moving us in ways that are not healthy, in ways that we actually don't want to create consciously. So part of it is to kind of bring it here and hold it. And also to bring with our other hand the trust. Because this is the dynamic. Trust is related to fear. And it's cultivating and coming into a deeper state of trust that helps us to dissolve this fear. So now, more than ever, while the fear rises, we have a choice to build and to cultivate and to embody trust in ourselves, in life, in what is happening in our world, that it is part of a larger story of our evolving consciousness. Trust in humanity. Imagine if we each practiced a little bit of trusting humanity, trusting the goodness that is inside of everyone, that is awakening. So, close your eyes with me. Feel yourself settling into your body. Feel your spine rooting into the earth and growing into the heavens. Our spinal cord is this tap, is this source of connection, of channel through the body. So feel that spine rooting down into the earth and connecting upward into the source above. And feel the human body, your human body, expand in spaciousness. Let us rest in the field. And then put a hand at your heart with me, on your heart. Feel in your body for a moment, acknowledging the frequency of fear that is in our collective field, that is in your body. And taking a few conscious breaths to breathe in and to allow it to settle into your belly, into the body. And again, breathing in. Settling into your belly. Holding with love the fear that is in us and in our world. Together expanding back out into the field, sending a wave, a thought out into the world for trust to awaken, for love to awaken, for the goodness in the human to awaken. Together sending a wave out and bringing the feeling back in. Feel the feeling of goodness in you. The feeling of trust in you. Root it in your body. Root it down in to the earth, into the embodied state. May it be so. May it grow. And may we continue to choose trust over fear. And gently, when you're ready, coming back. Lately, more than ever, I am aware that my spiritual practice is daily, throughout the day. It is how I'm living my life as best I can. And I trust that you are as best you can. And that together we will navigate this change. Have a beautiful rest of your day.